Heterosexuality, homosexuality, and bisexuality are the three most commonly discussed categories of sexual orientation, though they are far from the only ways people identify their attractions. The term queer, for instance, has been adopted by some as an umbrella that captures a wide range of non-heterosexual and non-cisgender identities. Pansexual and omnisexual identities also challenge the traditional binary division of gender, reflecting the complexity of attraction. At its core, sexual orientation refers to patterns of sexual, romantic, and emotional attraction as well as one's self-concept based on those attractions. Some researchers describe these orientations in terms of attraction to masculinity androphilic, femininity gynophilic, bisexuality, asexuality, or other identities along the spectrum. Sexual orientation differs from gender identity, since the former relates to who someone is attracted to while the latter refers to one's internal sense of being male, female, non-binary, or something else entirely. Understanding these distinctions helps to create a more inclusive vocabulary for discussing sex and gender. The exact determinants of sexual orientation remain complex, but biology plays a strong role. Many traits related to sex and orientation begin in utero, shaped by hormonal exposure during development, long before social influence. One fascinating line of research, known as the fraternal birth order effect, suggests that men with older brothers are statistically more likely to identify as gay. This may be related to maternal immune responses during successive pregnancies that subtly shape brain development and even influence sibling dynamics. As for prevalence, studies suggest between 2 and 11% of people report experiencing same-sex attraction, though broader surveys imply that many more people experience these feelings to some degree across their lifetime. Social acceptance has also played a role in how openly people report their experiences. For example, the number of American adults reporting at least one same-sex partner doubled between the 1990s and 2000s, reflecting cultural shifts. In 1990, only 13% of Americans said homosexuality was not wrong at all, while by 2014, that number had risen to 49%. Alongside sexual orientations that involve attraction, some people identify as asexual, meaning they do not experience sexual attraction. Asexuality itself exists along a spectrum, with some experiencing romantic attraction without sexual desire and others identifying with neither. The boundaries of where asexuality begins remain debated, but it emphasizes the wide variety of human experience. Navigating one's identity can also involve the deeply personal and ongoing process of coming out. Disclosing one's sexuality to friends, family, or colleagues is rarely a single event, but rather a continuous unfolding as individuals develop self-awareness and confidence. The process often brings a mix of emotions, from relief to fear, and can lead to stronger, more authentic relationships. Yet it also requires individuals to confront internalized homophobia, the absorption of negative societal attitudes, which can hinder self-acceptance. Research shows that self-compassion and supportive communities are vital tools for overcoming these barriers. For many, coming out involves careful timing and decisions about whom to trust, while for parents of LGBTQ children, it may mean learning, unlearning, and seeking guidance. Some parents initially feel overwhelmed, but often later describe feeling closer to their child, more empathetic, and more open-minded. Resources, counseling, and support groups can help parents process their feelings and provide healthier support. This support is particularly important because sexual minorities face higher risks of mental health challenges than their heterosexual peers. Studies show that LGBTQ individuals are more likely to experience depression, anxiety, substance use, and suicidal thoughts, outcomes linked to stresses such as discrimination, harassment, and lack of acceptance. For queer youth, the risks are especially concerning. They attempt suicide at rates roughly 5 times higher than their heterosexual peers, and these attempts more often require medical attention. Factors such as childhood trauma, feelings of isolation, and lack of family support exacerbate vulnerability, while protective factors like affirming friends, allies, and environments significantly reduce harm. Risk factors unique to queer youth may include gender nonconformity, bullying, and rejection, creating layers of stress. Still, research consistently shows that supportive relationships, particularly with family, can make a profound difference. In the end, discussions about sexual orientation highlight not only the biological and cultural roots of attraction, but also the importance of empathy, acceptance, and open dialogue. Human sexuality is not a rigid set of categories, but a continuum of experiences that shape identity, relationships, and well-being. And the more society moves toward inclusion, the healthier individuals and communities become.